I got a speed, baby, this a Lamborghini. Whoa, woo. I don't need a seat, I rather run through the streets. Woo. 100K a week, living at the Grand Marquis. Woo. How much I can eat? I gotta see. Woo. I gotta see. I was at the Grand Marquis.
Divide the shooters. Divide. Split up the house. Intruder in the west wing. Intruder. They knocking you off. The AP a meal, the book at his field, just look at the frost. Put all of my whips out, I make the knob look a little awesome. The circle of bosses, pussy you better not cross us. We extra big, her pussy be wetter than faucets. I close my fist, my ice and make an announcement. I raise a brick, make her go hike on the mountain.
Southside on the track, yeah.
Got the Rari outside, got the Maybach outside, no lie, no lie. Got the Rari outside, got the Maybach outside, no lie, no lie. In a penthouse in my room, I can touch the sky, yeah, yeah. I just woke up with a dime, holding a 9, yeah, yeah. I just stuffed the backwood with a 3-5, yeah, yeah. Off that top rope, Andre the Giant, yeah, yeah. I just put a brand new Phantom on my credit card. I just bought the roller store with my credit card. Put 200 racks on my bitch debit card. I put 200 racks on your whole squad. I'm a big time nigga, I don't owe no nigga. Cut a $5 million check, I blow that nigga. $20 million liquid, I can show that nigga. Aquafina on me dripping, you can't pull this nigga. I perform with my drum, you must don't know me, nigga. Got a thoroughbred bitch down in Texas, nigga. I can tell she got a man from how she text me, nigga. I been flexing all my life, you can't finesse me, nigga. I been in the bando with the chick. Well, Jimmy Choo sandal, cause I'm rich. I put the pool on the top floor. These side O's, they free promo. I'ma keep my hoe in Chanel Coco. Putting butterfly doors on our photo. Yeah, I been in the bando with the chick. Well, Jimmy Choo sandal, cause I'm rich. I come through turbo, hit the switch. You only do pink diamonds when you're rich. I threw cotton candy diamonds on my bitch, yeah, yeah. Got the rolling face, same Kansas City, yeah, yeah. I'm just a walking drugstore, don't you be minding me. I spent 10,000 on a fit and I got that iron on me. I'm on a whole nother wave, I'm surfing in a new Ferrari. I just been sipping, I'm dripping, I'm spilling, I'm shitting on everybody. I got 10 kilos on my wrist, yeah, yeah. Out of space, froze cold in my pics, yeah, yeah. Platinum ice, rose gold on my wrist, yeah, yeah. I got a closet for a condo. Got the Rari outside, got the Maybach outside, no lie, no lie. In a penthouse in my room, I can touch the sky, yeah, yeah. I just woke up with a dime, holding a 9, yeah, yeah. I just stuffed the backwood with a 3-5, yeah, yeah. Off the top rope, Andre the Giant, yeah, yeah. I been in the bando with the chick. Well, Jimmy Choo sandal, cause I'm rich.
The sun came out, I went about to drop top, party on the block, looking like a car lot, fucking on thoughts, sticking in a soft spot, condo at the top, looking like skybox. How they got us all hot, I let my nigga ball out, you went about a mall watch, say fucking I'm call out, I'ma start chasing my Celine dreams, me and Thugger made a slime house, $100,000 for a green ring. We the new dream team. None of us green bean. All of my lean clean. Money on y'all me. Coop these bitches like I'm scouting. Had the money by the couch spring. Made me and now I'm a Southside king. The sun came out. I went about to drop top. Party on the block. Looking like a car lot. Fucking on thoughts. Sticking in a soft spot. Condo at the top. Looking like a skybox. Hit it at the ballpark, I spit it in his all art. The boss is out of Walmart. I went about a 4x4, took the doors off like a golf cart. 100,000 show by show, we ain't got the business at a good start. Gonna be a rock star, wanna run the city with a good guitar. They know I got a good heart, yeah, they got a soda full of walk heart. Fucking on a pop star, splitting down the middle like a pop top. Put on a rock star. like a roster. The sun came out, I went about a drop top. Party on the block, looking like a car lot. Fucking on thoughts, sticking in the soft spot. Condo at the top, looking like a skybox. The sun came out, I went about a drop top. Party on the block, looking like a car lot. Fucking on thoughts, sticking in the soft spot. Condo at the top, looking like a skybox.
Go. That's true.
Uzi, not again. Uzi, wake your ass up.
And I ain't gonna lie, I got money and a power. I ain't gonna lie, I got money and a power. I ain't gonna lie, I got money and a power. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. And I just wanna let you know, I really wanna let you know that I really don't give a fuck what nobody say about me. Cause you know, I'm the one, yes, I'm the one that really started all this. And you know, I changed a lot of you niggas. In a matter of months, I raised a lot of you niggas. They know I'm the one, so it's no way they could stop it. Tried to run off with the swag, I put them in pocket. Told my main girl to stop it. She saw me up in the picture, I thought they cropped it. Damn, she think I popped it. I will not give these bitches this dick, let them top it. Whoa, we're ending that topic. In the industry with Dickies on my block, shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I got money and a power. I ain't gonna lie, I got money and a power. I ain't gonna lie, I got money and a power. I ain't gonna lie. What you got? I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, the fame is life, it'll eat you up alive. It's a game, and above my feelings live the same. Yeah, the fame is life, it'll eat you up alive. It's a game, and above my feelings live the same. Time's up, I check my watch every hour. All of my diamonds, they blinders. I can fuck her, she a minor. Time's up, I check my watch every hour. All of my diamonds, they blinders. I can fuck her, she a minor. Look for your bitch, you can't find her. I was the one right behind her. Talking that shit, you get tied up. Don't got enough, get your grind up. The reason I got all these bitches and got all these diamonds,
What's up, man? We back. Another good Saturday. Ready to spread the Lord's word in here today. Nah. I don't know if anybody gonna join, but I'm definitely recording my videos in this bitch, so you join, nigga. First one, man. First one is a villain's tier list. It said 9 images, but as of now, we got a good amount here. A fair amount of villains right here. So, you know, not just one genre either. We got comics and anime in this bitch. So, without further ado, villains tier list coming from yours truly. Starting off strong with the Joker. S tier. just in terms of popularity. But if this was my personal tier list, the Joker wouldn't be. He's got like some of the best villain portrayals, but in terms of like, I don't know, my favorite, he wouldn't be my favorite, but he is definitely an S tier villain. All right, we got Lex Luthor. I'd say he's a A tier villain, you know, A tier. The thing he has down about him is hatred. He hates that nigga Superman, and he is jealous. You know, hatred and jealousy. You know, that's his character. Definitely a good villain. Only thing that stopped me from putting him in S is just I don't really like. He's cool, but there's just better, bro. Like he's alright, but there's better. I don't really fuck with him, like in terms of media. Like I'm sure after the Superman movies comes out, I'm gonna feel different. But yeah, is this the Enchantress? Cersei. In my opinion, bro, I don't know enough about her, so I'm gonna just put I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Quick and easy. I don't want to disrespect anybody's favorite out here. I will be disrespecting your favorite, however, if I come across him, and I do know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Reverse Flash is a S tier villain, pure hatred. The things that he's willing to do across the time stream out of hate is just like, how could you not put him in S? If you know about him, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do doubles. I'm gonna go across the continuity. That way, make this shit quick and easy for us. Black Manta, mid. Every time I see this nigga, he's getting his ass beat. That's what villains do, but you should have some sort of fear about yourself. You ain't got no fear hacks, yeah. Come on, no aura. Come on, bro. What are we doing? I could honestly put him lower, but I won't disrespect him because he's one of those villains that you think would be cold, and then he ends up not being cold. Cheetah, I see her get her ass beat all too often, bro. She's a D tier, bro. And this isn't like judged based off of you getting your ass beat, but it's like if you ain't got no aura, no backstory, nothing we care about, and all you do is get your ass beat, yeah, you're not gonna end up high on this list. Scarecrow, now he gets his ass beat, but he has aura. He studied the art of fear, put time into it. You know what I'm saying? And it works out for him, bro. This nigga can, like, in some cases in the comic books, like, they end up giving this nigga a Fair Lantern ring. You know, I'm not trying to glaze this nigga now. I'm not trying to say that that's just regular shit for him. But I'm trying to say, like, they've gone out their way to give this nigga some aura, and to me, it's paid off. He ain't no Lex Luthor. He's better than Black Manta. I'll put him in B. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of Batmans are gonna end up in B or higher. It's just how it's gonna be. Batman has the best rogues, you know. Two-Face, for example. You know, if you really want to break it down, he could go A, but I'm gonna put it in S. I mean, not S. I'm gonna put it in B. So the reason being is, yes, like Black Manta, all he does is get his ass beat. But in terms of like representation, redemption, and backstory and all of that, like this nigga here was supposed to do good things, and he got cut. He got his like goodness cut short type shit. Like it's not your traditional villain. So, but like the dichotomy of like his mindset from the thing that incited his villainy is like consistent. He's consistent. And, you know, seeing both sides, that would have made him a good ass lawyer had he not been a villain, you know. We got Black Noir. In terms of villainy, bro, what are you really bringing to the table? This nigga just sits around and doesn't do much, you know what I'm saying? Mid villains, not gonna lie. Mid villain. I don't know who this is. Android 19 or whatever this nigga is. 13, I think, the oldest one. I don't know about him, so I'm not gonna desecrate the Dragon Ball fandom or anything like that. But in Sparking Zero, he was pretty funny. I'll give him that. Mephisto, in my opinion, I don't know what it is. It's either Mephisto is always getting played, or Mephisto is always playing the long game. But something about it is just so fucking boring, bro. Something about it is just so boring. He's one of the most boring abstract beings that I've ever heard of in my life. C tier villain. I care about Scarecrow and Two-Face more than this nigga. I care about Sidorak more than this nigga, bro. Like, what? Is this like 1980s Cell? I don't know who that is, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know we could do this. This would have been nice. Yeah, I don't know who that is, so I'm not even gonna waste my time, you know. Now I'm gonna definitely have to image search this one, because I don't know. I feel like I should know who this nigga is. Let me open the Google app real quick. Mr. Bloom. Never heard of this nigga, so yeah, I'm gonna just put him in I don't know. But he is a Batman villain. That I do know. Live action Homelander. Might be an S tier. Can we talk about it, chat? He might be an S tier. No glaze. In terms of charisma, these are things we like Joker for. Charisma, I don't give a fuck, and tragic backstory. Some people don't like when Joker has a tragic backstory. So sure. But with this nigga, it makes sense for the entire verse. In my opinion, he might be one of the best written villains we've gotten in a long time. One of them. Not the best, but one of the best. And in terms of like one media, like one source. Yeah. Come on. Comics, I'm sure it's the same, but I never read it, and I'm not gonna act. Now, what's the difference between these two versions of Darkseid? Call me a fake fan. Oh, Mongol and then Darkseid with my stupid ass. I don't know shit about Mongol. I hear he's pretty strong. Um, but I don't want to be fake, so I'm not gonna. I need to read a story with Mongol. I'm gonna look it up, but if you got any recommendations for stories other than the obvious shit with Mongol, let me know. Darkseid. A. He, in my opinion, he ain't no Thanos. He ain't no Thanos. Thanos is one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we get down to the MCU. The comics, he can be seen as a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not, but he can be seen that way because he's letting his fucking lust for death get in the way of his strategic thinking at times. But still, this nigga's a looming threat. He's around all the time. We done seen Superman alone put pause on Thanos. I mean, on Darkseid. It be taking whole ass teams to stop Thanos, other than like Hulk sometimes and shit like that. So Thanos has been like portrayed as the more unstoppable problem, even though Thanos has been stopped before. When he comes back, we feel it. I feel like, bro. And granted, I just started reading, bro. So this is my perspective. But when Thanos is coming, you know it, bro. Darkseid too, but I don't know, bro. It feels like he's a containable problem. And granted, I don't know everything. But if we go Thanos or Darkseid, power wise, I'm gonna take Darkseid. But if we're going based off of like writing, I like Thanos. I don't know this nigga, bro. Kakazu. He's about his pape. I'll give him that. But is he a high rated villain? It's probably on the same level of like Kakazu. It's probably on the same level of Black Manta. In all honesty, I would put Black Noir with Black Manta because he does have a slight aura factor. He done aura, but he's a dumbass, and his powers are kind of ass. Honestly, I like Kakazu over Hidan. I like Black Manta over Hidan. I don't know about Black Noir though. I'm not gonna lie. I guess. No, I don't like either of them niggas over at Hedon. I ain't gonna lie. Hedon was kind of like, he was kind of funny, bro. He was kind of funny. Gara, as a villain, Gara is like B.A. He didn't give no fucks. He was just him. You know what I'm saying? He was just him. You know what I'm saying? Damn near unstoppable. And letting niggas know it. We got Turtles. I don't really know shit about them. I wish I did, bro. And I'll come back around when I watch Dragon Ball, bro. Darth Vader, I ain't gonna lie. The more and more I hear about his story, the more and more aura he gets. He has to go in S based off of aura alone. Undeniable, like, the S tier has to be perfect, bro. And he belongs in there. Bane is an A. He's so him. just like his parallels to Batman, in my opinion, make him such a interesting villain to me. Coupled with the fact that he be beating ass. We got Azrael. Mid as a villain. I fuck with him as a anti-hero, kinda. Mid villain though. Don't fuck with him more than I fuck with him just a little bit more than Black Noir and Black Manta. But not more than any of the Akatsuki other than Conan, I ain't gonna lie. Puppeteer, F tier villain, don't care whatsoever. I don't care whatsoever. Brainiac, this is where we get controversial. I could not care less when Brainiac is brought up. I do not care at all. Does that make me an L comic consumer? I don't give a shit about Brainiac. Ever. Brainiac's a villain that Suicide killed the Justice League. Yeah. You see how that turned out. Injustice 2, Brainiac's coming. Bro, I want to see the heroes fight each other. He's always like a looming threat in the background because he can't hold up. And he's got to be like a final thing, bro. He's not 12th level intelligence. My ass. I got Reed Richards over this nigga. Severely. Holy mid. Definitely like that. Like, all honesty, bro. He's right next to. He's just over Brainiac. I mean, he's just over Mephisto because he actually puts in a tiny amount of work. He's just over Mephisto. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. There'd be too many characters in this world. Inertia. Relatives. Kind of mid. Never could hold up to. Never could hold up to the Reverse Flash. He's down there with Cheetah. Not gonna lie. D tier. D tier. Who's this nigga? Yeah, don't give a fuck about that nigga. Aizen from Bleach. Don't want to disrespect. Sasuke. A villain that we actually cared about. Sasuke is one of them ones, but some of the things that he does are kind of like just plain out childish, bro. Granted, he was a child, but it's just like I really wish the nigga directed his anger better, but I guess that's part of being a villain. Sort of a great foil for Naruto in the fact that he was like talented, and Naruto had to hard work it out. Granted, he was also talented with chakra, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, overall, Sasuke would be a good villain. I say he be beating ass when he came around back in that 5 Kage Summit. it was like, God damn, this nigga's really coming for blood. And then he has a redemption arc, you know what I'm saying? Has to atone for his sins, you know what I'm saying? Just like any good villain does if they live long enough, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's a great villain. I think I'm gonna put him in A. Better than Garen, not better than Darkseid, not better than Lex. Actually, he's better than Darkseid. He's better than Lex. What am I saying? He's at the front of A. Way more development than either of them niggas. What am I saying? Talon. The Court of Owls. The Court of Owls are one of my least favorite villains in the Batman fandom. I ain't gonna lie. I like when Batman's fighting one guy. Batman literally like fights through hundreds of these Talons from the Court of Owls. Like, just get these niggas out of my face. I don't know who this nigga is. I don't know who he is. Doc Ock. Now, in terms of writing, they always go all out with this nigga. He might be an A tier. He might go right next to Darkseid and Lex. They never fall short with this nigga, and you know they explore some good ass shit. I like the Superior Spider-Man shit with Doc Ock. I really do. I only watch videos on it though. I only watch the comics explained. I have to read it, but I like the idea. I like what he was doing. I like his take on some of the things that Peter, you know, has takes on too. Killer Croc, one of my least favorite Batman villains. Probably gonna go behind Black Manta. Actually, he might go down here with Cheetah. I'm not interested. Same thing with Clayface, but a little bit more, like a little bit better because he, like when I'm reading, like they gave him some like space in the Rebirth, and that's what I've been reading. He's kind of cool. Actually, let me just put it at the front of D, bro. This is my tier list, so I really don't give a fuck. Goku Black. This one nigga from Dragon Ball that I do know about, nigga came in, he was on straight BT, nigga. But I'm not gonna act like I know about him too much to put him above other niggas that I fuck with heavily. Doomsday. Doomsday comes through and he is wrecking shit. But in terms of writing, I'm not taking him too far above other niggas, bro. And the thing with Superman is that his villains are strong as hell, but in the terms of like villainy and like BT, bro, a lot of them niggas be like social experiments and science experiments and shit like that. The shit be getting done to them. Other than like Lex and shit like that. And then we got other niggas who are like just straight up aliens, Brainiac. They're on their pursuit of knowledge and shit. It's crazy niggas like, and they end up being bigger threats. But when they end up being bigger threats, they end up having like, they have to get dumbed down, especially with Doomsday. Doomsday is a perfect example of that. Some niggas be getting the light, like Darkseid, be getting the philosophy and shit like that. But it's rare. We got Sinestro. B. Like right there. Not gonna lie. Pretty flat character if you ask me. I have to read up on him, but to me, a pretty flat character. I don't know. I forgot his arc into like being a fear lantern, but pretty flat character to me. Flat isn't always bad, but to me, in this case, it really is. And we're like on this list, it kind of ends up being bad. Who is this? Is this the Black Lantern? This nigga was giving bars. This nigga was giving bars. I gotta finish the book, but from what I've read, he's giving bars. I'm gonna put him in A. He's one of them ones. This is Atrocitus. I don't know too much about him, so I won't be disingenuous. I don't know her either. I know that this girl like wigs out sometimes, but half the shit don't be her fault, so I could care less. Don't know that nigga. Crazy enough. And we're gonna take a picture of this thing. Throwing out balls. This is an AK, yeah. Put it to your skull. This is an AK, yeah. Put it to your skull. Damn, that's blood on my Rick Owens. Yeah. Oh, Metallo. I thought it was, but it's just like a very specific image of his ass. Pretty cool, I ain't gonna lie. Cool powers. Interesting when he comes into the story. I'm gonna put he's definitely more interesting than the Court of Owls. I'm gonna put Doomsday at B. That was kind of disrespectful. Doomsday be fucking shit up. He killed Superman, and he caused one of the best stories. He tried to kill Superman. He tried. He didn't do it. He tried. I don't give a fuck about these puppet niggas, bro. Deathstroke might go in. He's right behind Sasuke. Not gonna lie. Just he's one of the best villains that I've, and especially if you read that Rebirth run, bro. That's just seals the deal, bro. I mean. We're getting down the line here. This is a version of Boomerang. Don't care about Harley Quinn. She has potential in stories to be written well, and sometimes, a lot of times, she is. But then there's a lot of times where she's not, or it's inconsistent, or it just doesn't make sense. But I'd say she's better than Black Manta. Better written than Black Manta. Better written. I'd prefer. Nah. Let me actually think about Brainiac real quick, bro. I'm kind of being disrespectful. Brainiac could go a little bit higher because a lot of the things he's saying, he ends up dropping. He drops accidental bars. Like, when he's talking about the universe, the grand scheme, and, like, his mission and how important it is, like, it is, but it isn't. And he talks about how meaningless everything is. And then also commits to a mission to build New Kolu, and it just never ends up panning out for him. So he is also talking about his own mission and ends up dropping massive bars about that shit. More bars than probably anybody in B, so I'll put him in B. I mean, probably anybody in C, so I'll put him in B. shit. Holy shit. Eren Yeager. It's hard because he wasn't a villain for too long, but you could see like you can put a lot of things he did into the scope of a villain. Me personally, I have to finish the show before I can give my full take on him because I didn't see it pan out. But from what I've seen about the story, he seems pretty good. But I just don't want to be disingenuous. Light Yagami is going in S. I don't care what you say about it. Light Yagami is an S tier villain. Hands down. The writing, the motivation, the play, the sacrifice. The ego. He embodied a villain. He embodied a villain, bro. Light Yagami is one of them ones. Makima is A. Not gonna lie. Nah, I'll put her in front of Sinestro. I'll put her in front of the Gotham villain. She's B, high B, high B, high B. Reason being, she is like kind of acting on forces outside of her control, if that makes sense. Or maybe she is the force that is out of control. Maybe I'm not cooking yet, but my point is pretty much that yeah, she's one of those she's a great villain. Honestly, yeah. I like her over everyone behind her right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna be disingenuous. She gets what she wants. She gets what she wants. She knows the devil. She's been doing her job. If you know, you know. Sentinels kind of mid, don't really get the job done, but if I had read these stories back in the day, I'd say otherwise. But due to the fact that I know about these niggas and I know that for the most part right now they'd get folded, and even in a lot of their earlier stories they were still getting folded by like mutants they should have been destroying. Yeah, y'all are mid. Not good villains, and don't be dropping bars. The niggas who make them barely be dropping bars. It's just pure. It's pure hatred, which would put them in the high villainy. Except it's hatred without justification, which most hatred doesn't have justification. But your justification just makes you sound too close to it. Maybe I'm being stupid. This is a stupid criticism. L criticism. Not gonna lie. But yeah, they just end up getting folded most of the time. I honestly could do without ever seeing Sentinels again, and that's my reason for putting them in D. Emma Frost. Honestly, she could go in A. Even in her heroic days, she ends up doing villainous shit. She is just like a bad person, you know? A very bad person, you know? And she tries to be good sometimes. but it doesn't work out because her desires take over type shit. For example, when she was trying to be a leader for the X-Men for her clones, and yet still is cheating or trying to make Scott cheat with her against Jean. You know, she's she's a good villain though. Like that's she's not A though. I ain't gonna lie. That was kind of glazed. That's the order for that. I ain't gonna lie. Another thing about Scarecrow to justify like him being so high, if Batman wants to instill fear in the criminals, that's the juxtaposition of Scarecrow. Is that he comes through and shows Batman what that really looks like, and makes Batman consider different things, forces his protagonist to reconsider his methods. You know what I'm saying? Catwoman, I'm not gonna lie, she's up until they started making her like get married to Batman, she was kind of mid, but I think the way she makes Batman open up is pretty nice. It's pretty nice to see, and the fact that she is still like a criminal at heart, but she tries to help Batman. Like, it's like she's the definition of an anti-hero, not really a villain. But I still put her like, I'd rather her pop up in the Batman comic than Azrael. Poison Ivy though, D. The green. Yeah, but you still be doing villainous shit about the green. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like, your motivations are all off. I see if you was really about the green, but I can't tell what you really about. You know what I'm saying? All for One. I'm into My Hero. All for One definitely represents some like pretty cool themes, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to finish My Hero to get my real analysis. Magneto is probably a S tier villain. Nah, I'll put him in A right there with Deathstroke. I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm putting him in S. He is a radical nigga about the mutants, and it's needed. In today's society, it's gonna be woke mom for a second. In today's society, we need someone who's going to be about his shit. Okay? We don't need someone like exactly like Magneto, because Magneto still be doing crazy shit that he shouldn't be doing. But we need someone who's going to stand up for his people and not just let shit go by unchecked. You know, but that's the whole ethos of Magneto's character at this point. I don't know who this nigga is. I know the Wizard, but I don't know him like that. Is this Muse next? No, I don't think so. I don't know who this is. 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 Red Hood is like better than Lex Luthor. When he came back around, the arguments he makes against Batman are like almost as fair as they can get. I say almost because being a victim creates a bias, but he also gives the victim's perspective on the crimes that Batman could be argued to let continue on. Granted, I have my personal opinion that I not only believe the no kill rule is good for Batman, should exist for Batman, but I have a no kill rule too. I'm not just gonna kill nobody, nigga. I'm gonna defend my life, and shit gonna happen, but on purpose, I'm not gonna do it. Batman has seen niggas die on accident due to things that he could have prevented, that he was trying to defend himself and caused to happen. These are things that, but in terms of, I don't want niggas to die. I don't want niggas to perish around me. I would like to see niggas live on, especially due to the redemption and like getting to make up for the shit that you've done and shit like that. Like, come on, bro. And if you don't think like that, then I don't know, that's on you, but don't sit up here and tell me I'm the bad guy for thinking that life should be preserved. The hell? Now, there where Red Hood's argument comes in. Now, what happens when the only way to make sure that more life is preserved is to end one? Now that's where my line comes in with the no kill rule. But I think with Batman, narratively, it makes sense that he just cannot do it. You know, with the type of trauma he's had, you know, that he just cannot do it. It makes sense. I don't know enough about this nigga, and I don't want to disrespect. So, Datara. No, this is Datara. This nigga here is, what's his name? Sasori. Kinda mid, not gonna lie. I say most of the Akatsuki members are mid. Kabuto was a dick eater, but he was a dick eater with purpose. He could go in B, but in my opinion, yeah, right there, better villain than Brainiac. There's no show without him, in my opinion. Zetsu is just annoying as shit. So yeah, I don't really care. Honestly, going F. Yeah. Don't care about this nigga. Green Goblin be dropping bars, beating ass. He can go in A in front of. He could go in S. He could go in S. He actually drops bars. We have some like comics where they're just like, they beat each other up, Peter and Green Goblin, so badly that they're just talking to each other, and the shit that they talk about is just peak. I hope that when I'm editing this, I'll throw some panels up. Red Skull is honestly a A-tier villain. This nigga is scum. That nigga is scum. That nigga is a villain. A real deal, grimy ass villain. Granted, all he does is get his ass beat. That nigga is a villain. If you know, you know. I can't even say the shit that he be doing. What? Loki is an A-tier villain. No, that's Glaze. Loki is a B-tier villain. Yeah, that's fair. Sandman, C. Sandman's a C. I don't care about that nigga. Ultron is a A. Everything he represents is a A for me, in my opinion. Right behind Bane. I kind of glazed the fuck out of this nigga. He dropped bars, but that's about it. Yeah. I glazed the hell out of him. Doom is a S tier villain. Drops bars, beats ass, always has a plan. He's a light. He's right up there with Light, Vader, and them. Vader, I'm gonna put it in the back because I'm not that big on Star Wars, but everything I hear about Vader is Aura. I don't know who Master Zeus is. We have Mr. Freeze, one of the better Batman villains. I'm gonna put him in A. Captain Cold, I don't know about him in comics, but in the show, he was nice. If I could rate him off of the show alone, I would put him in B. Actually, I'm going to just put him in B, and I'm going to say that's off the show mostly. If the show has any consolation to the comics, he was nice. Penguin. He's mostly mid, but the show did him crazy justice. Mostly mid though. Just over Catwoman. No, just behind Catwoman. That would be crazy sexist. Like crazy sexist. Catwoman's severely in front of Penguin. What? Madara. Better villain than Sasuke. Might be S. He actually is S. Just off the love of the game, bro. He was just out there for the love of the game. Like, he's the love of the game personified. Pain is another one that might be S, but I'm going to put in A. I have Pain as a better villain than Sasuke. Better villain. Not a better character. A better villain than Sasuke. He could be a better character, but I'm going to say a better villain. I don't feel like I have to explain it. If you watch, you know. Itachi, overrated, but I'm going to put him in. I personally don't like the 180 that they were trying to do, but I think it makes sense for Sasuke. It does good for Sasuke. Like him just a little bit more than Loki and the niggas behind him. Orochimaru is a good ass villain. Red Skull level villain, I ain't gonna lie. A Red Skull level villain. Doing unspeakable acts. For the sake of science and betterment of self. Yeah. Red Skull level villain, I ain't gonna lie. Obito is a good ass villain. Not gonna lie. Right there with Sasuke though. In my opinion. I don't like Obito like that. And that's just me being real and honest. He was a nice villain. There is no show without Obito. But Obito, I guess that's part of him being a villain. He was supposed to be a geeky ass kid, and then Madara touched his ass. Pause. Zabuza, mid villains, just better than Kakuzu. Deidara, mid villains, just better than Kakuzu. Not Zabuza. I know this nigga's name. Kisame. One of the better villains. Yeah. Nah. I'm glazed. I'm glazed out. He's like most of the Akatsuki is gonna be here. Kaguya is in fucking F. Fuck out of here. I don't care. Holy, I don't give a fuck fest. Dormammu, kind of like right where these three niggas are. Drop some bars, but they get their ass beat too often to be the high tiers they claim to be. um, not this nigga though. This nigga was putting in work. I don't know who this nigga is. Can't lie. Cell I don't know about. Free Zone I know a little bit about, but not much. Nope. I don't care. Vandal Savage. Typical immortal nigga. Puts hands on niggas from time to time. Doesn't have too much good to say. Composite Superman, don't know about. Probably has. Cheering. Lizard is better than Sandman, better than the Akatsuki, better than Vandal. B. Better than Kabuto, not better than Doomsday. No, he's not better than Kabuto either. Right there. This Killer Moth. Black Mask. Honestly, he doesn't give a fuck. I don't prefer him over Two-Face, but I do prefer him over Court of Owls. I don't prefer him over Sinestro. Probably prefer him over Metallo. And then we got Calendar Man. Honestly, he drops bars, but that's all he is. Utterly useless villain. Drops more. He's probably. I'd rather see him in a comic than Killer Croc. And then this nigga, I don't know. All right. So there you go. S tier villains, we got Joker, Reverse Flash, Homelander, Thanos, Doom. I have to change the order of that. I'm sorry. 1 second. There we go. So we got Joker, Reverse Flash, Thanos, Doom, Light, Magneto, Green Goblin, Madara, Darth Vader, and Homelander in S. A tier we got Pain, Sasuke, Deathstroke, Makima, Red Hood, Red Skull, Orochimaru, Lex Luthor, Darkseid, Doc Ock, Gara, Bane, Ultron, Captain Cold, and A. B we got Scarecrow, Itachi, Obito, Loki, Emma Frost, Two-Face, Captain Cold, Sinestro, Black Mask, Metallo, Court of Owls, Doomsday, Kabuto, Lizard, Brainiac, Dormammu, and Black Lanterns. C we have Vandal Savage, Zabuza, Kisame, Datara, pretty much the rest of the Akatsuki, other than Sasori, Sandman, Catwoman, Penguin, Azrael, Harley Quinn, Black Manta, Black Noir, and Mephisto. I don't care about the Mephisto Glazers. Sasori is starting off D. Clayface, Sentinels, Calendar Man, Killer Croc, Poison Ivy, Cheetah, and Inertia. I don't know section here. And then F tier, we got Puppeteer or Ventriloquist, forgot which one. And then Zetsu and Kaguya. Hated when they brought them niggas out. This is a good tier list in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. We're going to get on to the next one. Let me go ahead and send this one out though real quick. See where niggas head at.
Looks like we're moving up, bro. We just bought the full subscription, so yeah. I even got it set up to a Bluetooth now, so it's loud as fuck. And now we're starting an actual journey. New journey. I'm young as fuck, 22 years old. Give me 6 months. Wait till I'm 24, bro.
Yes, sir. Now hop in the stream. All right, we got another one though. Marvel movies. I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible with this one. But I watched damn near all of these. I'm gonna just add one more row. My bad. Add a row below. Bad. I don't know. All right. Captain America, the first Avenger. Mid. It was pretty good, but it was just a little bit too long in the middle. Like the part where he's like being a fake icon is kind of just a little bit too long to me. Agent Carter, I don't know. First Class is a S tier. Might even be, yeah, I think it's S tier. Marvel movie. I ain't gonna lie. I'll put it in A for now because I know we got like Infinity War and shit like that on here, but I'm gonna put it in S later if there's like enough spots. I don't know why niggas hate this movie, but it is good. It is pretty fucking good. I don't know why niggas hate this movie. I'm sure there's some decisions that people don't like about the movie, but if people are willing to defend the current MCU, I don't understand why you wouldn't be willing to defend this movie. It's a good ass movie. I don't get it. I really don't. Thank you. W list so far. I'm sorry I didn't see your comment when you made it, but I appreciate it because I'm pretty sure the list is going good. I'm a good ass take. I got good ass takes. I mean, my fault. The first X-Men movie was pretty good. Probably, I'll put it here though. Better than the first Avenger. That's where we get into B territory, and then right back down to C there. The Wolverine was pretty good, but like, I don't know. It's a pretty good standalone movie. I'll put it right. I'll put it high C. Put it high C. I don't think it's. I don't watch it over X-Men Origins Wolverine. I'm not gonna lie. X-Men Origins Wolverine is better. I don't know why. My friend told me, this is what my friend told me, that he watched the movie, they released the movie, or someone was like posting like a link to the movie. I don't know, but it was like a popular like fake movie that a lot of people post. And it's like an unfinished version of the movie. It's not the real version of the movie. And it's like the movie itself is pretty fucking good. What are the plot holes? What are the plot holes? I don't get it. It's a linear plot with A, B, and C. It's pretty good. The effects were good. The only bad part about that movie is the Deadpool end fight scene, and even everything around Deadpool's look and some of the decisions about his like figure is good. The ending is good. His relationship with I forget her name, but I'm pretty sure she's Emma Frost's sister. It's good. You niggas be hating on that movie a little bit too much for me, bro. I'm gonna need it to stop. I'm gonna need it to cease. Days of Future Past, that's a S tier movie, bro. That's a S tier movie. Real talk. Howard the Duck. X-Men Apocalypse is B. Actually, it's B. No, it's B. I don't remember watching The Punisher. I can't cap. I don't remember watching Dark Phoenix. Ghost Rider is the first Ghost Rider can go into high B, low A. I'm gonna put it low A because I feel like that's where it'll be. It's one of my favorites. I like Ghost Rider as a character because of that movie. Which Fantastic Four is that? Unreleased. Why are you putting unreleased films on here, gang? You know better than that. You know I ain't watched this shit, nigga. Captain Marvel I actually watched. It's a B tier film. Actually, yeah, it's a B tier. I'd watch it. I low key have been thinking about watching it again. I'd watch it again. It's a B tier film. Better than The Wolverine? I'll put it next to The Wolverine. No, I'd rather watch it. I'd never thought about returning to The Wolverine. And clearly I am thinking about returning to Captain Marvel. It was actually pretty good. Not too long of a film. Pretty interesting. And I don't care about that character whatsoever. So I think that just adds a little bit more respect to it. I remember watching the first Blade and I like it. But I don't remember the other two. So I don't want to be disingenuous. And I might make a list of like the movies I don't know and then watch them and give my take later on. We got Spider-Man is an S tier film. All the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films are S tier. Suck my dick. All the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films are S tier. Fuck out of my face. We can get into order later. Bias out of the way though. It's high A in front of First Class. I remember watching Daredevil mid-film. Mid-film, probably like right there with the Wolverine. I don't remember that. Spider-Man 2, now that's S. Yeah. No doubt in my mind. Didn't watch. I need to watch Blade. So, go ahead and mark it. Blade is a trilogy I need to rewatch as an adult because I don't remember shit. Elektra, don't remember. What should the note say? No, you're good. Never mind. Okay, I've saved your note. Whatever. The first Fantastic Four film was pretty good. Probably, it's better than. That's probably where it is. Better than Captain Marvel for sure. Spider-Man 3. I don't care what you niggas say on the internet, these internet ass takes that niggas have about the movie because they know all the behind the scenes shit and they don't know how to just take a film straight up for what it is. But the film is good. Call it glaze. I don't care. The fight scenes are good. The story beats are good. For what it was. The story beats are good. The only thing that, in my opinion, I'm kind of iffy about, and is one gripe. When does the suit or the symbiote really attach to this nigga? Is it when he puts the suit on for the first time? Or was there a little bit on him before? Because he starts acting different early in the movie. He starts making dumb decisions early in the movie. Now, the one decision that I do think is pretty dumb that he made that might make me drop it to B is he just why did you say lay one on me? He was you could chalk it up to he was being a young dumbass nigga, but then he's trying to marry Mary Jane. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's now I'm thinking a little bit too hard. And you might be the worse than Blade. But I'll watch you based on nostalgia and the fight scenes. But that is one gripe I had when I rewatched it not too long ago. Granted, I still love this film, bro. I think it's a little bit overhated on the internet, but it is the worst one in the trilogy. Rise of the Silver Surfer, overhated, fake outrage, all of the above. Oh my gosh, Galactus is a cloud. The movie is good, low, bro. The movie is good. I'd rather watch this than the first one. I would rather watch this than the first one. That's me being completely 100% honest. The first one is a good first watch. I'm not too big on origin stories too much. I love them when they're like spot on and shit like that. But I'm not like looking for origin story over like a concurrent like what are they doing now type shit far along into their career type. But and that's what this was, you know. Not only that, but niggas was, you know, and that's where like my arguments for this movie are kind of the same for Spider-Man, where the character decisions could be chalked up to just bad decisions. Why would I do that? And they cost shit for the movie, but some people would chalk them up to bad decisions on the writer, and maybe that's because they want their characters to act a certain way. But these guys aren't perfect, you know what I'm saying? Peter Parker isn't perfect. He's not making all the right decisions. But, you know, I don't think they played into that too much with the writing. So, there you go. Warzone, I just don't remember Punisher like that, man. Iron Man 1 is like it's pretty good, but it's better than Captain Marvel. But no, I'm not returning to it for any movie in front of it. Not gonna lie. Iron Man 2. C. I like parts of Iron Man 2. Like it's one of the funnier movies, but like actually, bro, a hot take. I like Iron Man 2 over Iron Man 1. I like the scenes with Bucky. I like the asshole that Tony Stark acts like is like that's like his like death in a bottle. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was about to give y'all an internet ass take, and I had to really think about what I like. You know what I'm saying? I always advocate for that. Give your take. Don't give what other niggas. Don't appeal to the audience. Everybody else likes Iron Man 1 over Iron Man 2. I don't give a damn. I kind of like Iron Man 2 over Iron Man 1. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. It kind of has the same effect that Spider-Man 3 and Fantastic Four 2 have, and you could call me a contrarian. I just think you niggas aren't perceiving the story, and you want your characters to be perfect, and that's what these movies end up being. Signs to tell you that these niggas aren't too perfect. They aren't the perfect hero. They should be, and that's what they end up working towards being in a lot of these movies. Granted, in Spider-Man 3, he never really saw repercussion, even though a lot of the actions could be chalked up to the symbiote. But the other two movies did get repercussions. Reed did have to start acting right, and then start to give up on the missions to focus on his wife and his fam. Iron Man did have to give up the alcohol. I don't know if he did it entirely in that movie or not. I don't remember. But the nigga was doing too much. He had to slow down. But I don't know if they gave him like repercussions for that shit. Like, I think it's gonna play into that part. I gotta rewatch. But then we got Incredible Hulk 2. I mean Incredible Hulk 2008. My bad. Not gonna lie. One of them S ones, bro. It's just one of them ones from childhood that you can just always throw on and like enjoy, bro. It feels like a real deal Hulk comic. It's accurate. I like it. Am I glazing? No. Not gonna lie. Don't know about these documentaries. Dark World. No, this is just the first Thor mid films. Not watching over the Wolverine. Might watch it over the first X-Men. The first Avengers might be. It's up here with First Class. The Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield. The first one. The first one is high B. The first one is high B, and then we got Ghost Rider 2, kind of mid films. It just like you don't really know what's going on, so the story feels long. Pretty much to sum it up, Iron Man 3 might be the best one in the trilogy. I'm gonna put it in front of. No, I'm gonna put it right behind. Yeah. That's fair. No, it's not. There we go. That's fair. That's what I like. Fuck him. Don't really care. All hail to the king. Thor: The Dark World. Mid films. Probably worse than the first one. Not gonna lie. It just wouldn't keep me along. Honestly, it might be the first D. Not gonna lie. It might be the first D. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is great. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is great. Honest. That's Winter Soldier is great. Might be better than Avengers 1. No, that's Glaze. Let's put it right here though. Guardians of the Galaxy. Right here, not gonna lie. I like it. It's good. No real complaints. But it's not better than the movies in front of it. Volume 2 though, but that's Glaze, but it's better than Winter Soldier. Age of Ultron gets too much hate. It's one of the movies that, like, I think Metabee said this on TikTok live, bro. Feels like one of them real deal like Avengers movies. Like, it feels like they're actually operating as an Avengers team instead of disagreeing, which is what Avengers like often end up doing. Sick over Iron Man 1 is insane, bro. No. Ew. What are you talking about over Iron Man 1? Did you watch Iron Man 1? Did you watch Iron Man 1? I didn't make it. That's why.
Everyone is pretty much in the right category, but the order, I don't know if you can bring in order or not, because that's how I usually do mine. But if it's not in order, then okay. But if it's in order,
I just read the chat, but I had it open on my laptop and then it went off. But get back in there, bro. I want to interact with your comment about Iron Man 1. Or if you're not busy, you can honestly get in Discord. But what is over Iron Man 1 that shouldn't be over Iron Man 1? Nigga talking about ew. What you mean? Ew. Nigga talking about ew. What are we doing? Yo. Black screen. Oh. Yeah, what's over Iron Man that shouldn't be over Iron Man? I put Iron Man 2. I know I said I put Iron Man 2 over Iron Man. I like Iron Man 2 over Iron Man. It feels like a better movie. Iron Man 1 and B is just sickening. What is in front of it that's better than Iron Man 1? What is in front of it that's better? What in front of it is not better? My bad. What is in front of it that's not better than Iron Man 1? Not really. It's the fact that Incredible Hulk is better than Iron Man 1. Did you watch the movie? The Incredible Hulk, if you like Hulk and you know about Hulk, is one of the best interpretations of Hulk. What is bad about Incredible Hulk? Bro, no, stop it. Iron Man 2, I just don't like Iron Man 2 over any of them movies in front of it. And Iron Man, are you saying Iron Man 2 is worse than Iron Man 1? That's your opinion, but I like Iron Man 2 over Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1 ends up feeling slow. I don't like origin stories like that. Especially not the way they are, like, at this moment. Like, if origin stories could be sped up a little bit, that'd be nice. But it is the best interpretation of Hulk. And not only is it the best interpretation of Hulk, it's better than most of the movies in front of it. The only one I'm iffy on right now is The Amazing Spider-Man. I'm going off of nostalgia a little bit, but it's better than almost every movie in front of it. Damn near. Ant-Man. Mid-films. I'm putting Iron Man right under the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? What? This is Volume 2, first of all. And it's not better than any Avengers movie. It's not better than any Avengers movie. What? Yo, this nigga's rage baiting. No way. There's not a single Iron Man movie other than maybe Iron Man 3 that's better than an Avengers movie. No way. No way. That's not even crazy. Where's the chat at? Sorry. What is this, a villain list? I ain't know the chat was, bro. I need to figure out a way to pin all these chats, bro. Holy shit. Wow. My bad, bro. My bad. Thank y'all for watching, bro. I'm still going. Yeah, I made the villain tier list. I sent it. I don't know half of them niggas. But villain list was mid too. The villain list is not mid. There's nothing wrong with this list. There's nothing wrong with this list. What are we talking about? What's wrong with this list? I don't mind the I don't know section. Everyone's in the right category, wrong order. Mind you, this is my tier list. So I think y'all should just only be judging the categories. Y'all shouldn't be worried about the order. That's for me to. That's my decision. This is my favorite list. My favorite villains. You know what I'm saying? Horrid order. Who? So they give me an example. Give me an example. Give me an example. No. It was to a certain extent, but I took that to an account. I also took aura. I also took like popularity. But I like overall I took writing as like it was like a 50% metric for writing. Bane too low? That's crazy that you say that. You got Bane over Gara. He might be over Doc Ock. I don't got him over Darkseid. I don't got him over Orochimaru. I don't got him over Makima. I don't got him over Deathstroke. Not over Sasuke or Pain. Fake Superman too high. Fake Superman. Who are we talking about? Fake Superman. What are we saying? Who are we talking about? Makima too low. I'm putting her in S. I almost put her in S. Homelander. Homelander's writing is some of the best writing. But I could see him going down. I could see him now. Because when I made it, I almost ignored him. Because when I made it and I looked at it, I was like, damn, Homelander's kind of way too high. I would put him right in front or behind Makima. He's not better than Deathstroke. He's not better than Deathstroke. That was kind of disrespectful. He's not better than Deathstroke. He's not better than Sasuke or Pain either. So, yeah. Probably right here then. But Bane is not too low. I don't see how Bane would be too low. Orochimaru a wee bit too high. You gotta understand. I put him right next to Red Skull. He's better. There's a cutoff at Lex Luthor in here, where Lex Luthor is alright, but he's got aura. Lex Luthor got aura. He's got the aura and he's got the hatred, but he be doing like philanthropic shit type shit. Vader should be higher in S, but you don't know his whole backstory. Def best written villain alone with Reverse Flash. I don't know about Vader like that, I guess. From what I heard, I felt like I put him pretty highly. I mean, we got niggas in here that's doing it for the love of the game. We got niggas in here like bar droppage was another metric. Bar droppage. These niggas here be dropping bars, nigga. What? These niggas up here be dropping bars. Bar droppage was another one. You feel me? These niggas be dropping bars. These niggas, we know them. We know when they come around, they fucking shit up. They sometimes be dropping bars. But for the most part, they just be, they're chaos, you know? When they come around, they causing chaos, other than Lex Luthor. Is Dialogue, if Dialogue is one of them, Vader should have been high. I don't know about Vader like that. All right, we've been over this. Get the Vader glaze out of here, bro. I don't know about that nigga like that. No, what are you doing? Light really a little. Light is what perfect where he is, bruh. He is up there with Doom and Magneto. What more do y'all want? What more do y'all want? He's not too high. I know that Vader is one of the most iconic villains of all time, Zach. I know. I don't know about that nigga like that. It's my list. Fuck. Light is not too high. The only thing that Light doesn't have is like sheer striking power. But he is a horror farmer. He's got to play. He's got to play down to a T. He's dropping bars. Bro called Q Zach. No, I'm not calling Q Zach. Zach texted me, nigga. Zach texted me. Light not really malicious though, bro. Light is malicious. He just acts like he isn't. You not peeping it and you not perceiving it. It's going over your head. He doesn't think he's malicious. He is malicious. He likes doing that shit. He likes it. That's why he continues doing it. No one continues doing anything they don't like doing. That nigga did not think that shit was needed. He liked being Kira. Kira was still going on. He did not need to touch the book. You know why he made himself touch the book again? Because he felt like he was the savior. Because he liked doing that shit. He is that evil. He went to El's grave and he was ground on his knees laughing. Do I need to pull up the clip? I'm pulling up the clip. This nigga is evil. You're not perceiving it. You're not perceiving it.
I knew I was underwater. I just didn't realize I was this underwater.
If you're stressed about your paper, just get Grammarly. It's free.
Ryuzaki, we've gathered here for your private funeral. The public has no idea you're gone. We're going to make it appear as if you're still alive. This is not over yet. We'll continue to work with police from around the world. I swear to you, we will catch Kira and arrest him. That's our promise to you. So, you can rest in peace.
That's right. We'll catch Kira and avenge Ryuzaki. Solving this case will be our last gift to him.
Mind you, every time he does something like this, where he puts on a mask, he laughs. It's the secrecy. He's just like Joe Goldberg. You can't take what they're saying and what in their thoughts when you're listening to them. You cannot take these things at the face value. You have to understand where these things are coming from. When this nigga's saying all this shit about how he is a savior, why does he think that? Because he thinks he's better than everybody else. And he shows that when he puts on these dumbass masks and everyone believes it, and he's laughing at them, and he's laughing in their face, and he's laughing at their grave.
To Watari, to all of Kira's victims, and to all the people of the world, I swear right here and now, I will send Kira to his execution. Is light coming?
Matsuda.
What do you know? So L is finally gone for good, huh? Too bad. I guess that means there won't be anything interesting to look forward to anymore.
Look at this nigga. He can't believe it. This evil ass nigga can't believe it.
Now everything that was in my way is gone, and everyone else still believes in me. It's only a matter of time before I get rid of the police. What do you think of that, El? This is my perfect victory!
He just wants to win.
I win!
He just wants to win. He wants to win so bad. He wants to win against this nigga so bad. That's what it's about. That's what this shit has been about. It gets boring after this nigga's dead. It's boring after this nigga's dead until Nier comes back. It's so boring. In the show gets boring. Not only does the show get boring, everything around Light is boring because the battle that this nigga wanted, going against the cops, going against the world, going against the smartest detective, proving himself to be the smartest nigga in the world, was all that this nigga wanted to do with this book. Proving himself to be the perfect being, the savior of the world. If he proved himself to be the smartest being, he therefore proved himself to be the savior of the world. He proved why this book was dropped into his hands. Such good writing got niggas like Ace thinking he was trying to do right. Ego turning into a god complex. But yeah, yes, but that's still, that god complex is what makes this nigga evil. You can see this nigga laughing.
Did you say you no longer have anything interesting to look forward to, Ryuk? Well, I promise that won't be the case. From now on, I'm going to show you the creation of a new world.
and creating a new world. Which is exactly what Doom wants to do. Though Doom has never shown such utter like the emotions of evil. He has never shown the emotions of evil like that. That's exactly what Doom be doing, but Doom is he's never shown it like that. You can't show me Doom showing it like that. You can't. So don't tell me cap. I read Doom. Don't just show it to me. Just show it to me. Just show it to me. So you said everyone in S is more evil than him. Green Goblin is not as evil as him because he's forced to do it by the Goblin Serum. Magneto has a cause behind his, just like Light Yagami, so it's actually more equal to his. In fact, you could say Light took it even further than Magneto has in a lot of cases. Dr. Doom is probably more evil than him. Thanos is probably more evil than him. Reverse Flash is definitely more evil than him, and Joker is definitely more evil than him. This is a good list. I don't know about Vader like that. This is a good list. Bro, no. Prove it or zip it. Prove it or zip it. Give me some takes that put Doom's evilness over his. I don't know Vader like that. Get off his dick. Take it to I understand it, guys. I understand. All your cats are out of order. All my cats are out of order. What does that mean? So now let's take it to A. Let's take it to A. Pain legitimately has better writing than Sasuke. In terms of we're going for villain. Sasuke is the better character. Better written character. Pain is the better villain. Pain is the better villain. Deathstroke. He's a good villain, but he's not over Pain. He's not over Pain. He's not over Pain. Now, bro, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. Pain is more villainous than Sasuke. Sasuke had an arc. Pain destroyed a village. Sasuke killed a couple niggas. Pain destroyed a village. And this is objective. No. None of them niggas are better than Pain. Makima is flat. The Makima is just cold. Makima has aura and she's cold. That's it. And she got some bar droppage, but none of those tiers are better than fucking Pain's. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Bane is not better than Pain. Bane is not a better written villain than Pain. You don't even know Bane like that to even be telling me this. And if you do, please prove. I am 78 chapters in. Makima is a villain. She is top tier. She is in A. She is not better than Pain. No. She is not better than Pain. I feel like I got Orochimaru at a good spot, but I could see him going in front of Homelander. But I also feel like sometimes I can't put him over Red Skull. She need to be S, but she won't be. She won't be. B. So I mean, do y'all have any other problems with A? Is there any other problems with A, man? What up, Dax? Appreciate it. So like B, I mean, to each your own. But with B, a lot of these niggas are like, they're cool, but they lack some sort of development to me. Like, that's what B is. Like, a lot of these niggas are cool, but they lack development. Other than Itachi and Obito, they just really aren't like, they're just like, they're more like, they're just not evil, per se. They're not truly evil. But anyways, back to the Marvel movies one that I was doing before I got interrupted by some late readers. Or by my late reading. Ant-Man is probably the best in C, but it won't go past C. Fix your movie list? What's wrong with it? Fanforstic, F. Civil War, S. Didn't watch the documentaries. Captain Cold may be in front of Two-Face. I said that too, but the only reason why I said that was because of the show. I don't really know about him in the comics. Black Widow is a D tier movie. Black Panther is a right behind that. Yep. Fix your movie list. I would love to know what's wrong with it. Deadpool is it's alright, but it's better than Iron Man's. It's better than Fantastic Four. It's better than that. There we go. Type shit. My bad. Homecoming, pretty good. Iron Man 1A, psych. Not finna happen. It's alright, pretty slow, and yeah, the first part of the movie carries. The first 30 to 40 minutes carry. Homecoming is pretty good. It's better than Apocalypse, better than Ghost Rider, better than Winter Soldier, but I'm not watching it over Age of Ultron, not gonna lie. Zach, you need any more horse tranquilizer? Ghost Rider needs to be lower. I did it off of nostalgia. I like Ghost Rider a lot, so I'm not gonna really put it lower. I'm not gonna lie. Age of Ultron, high B. Age of Ultron is better than niggas be acting. Age of Ultron is one of the best movies in terms of the Avengers as a team, collecting the Avengers and showing how they would operate as a team. Doctor Strange, pretty good. I like the story. Probably just above Deadpool. Ragnarok is a tier. Yeah. Actually, I'll take Ragnarok in S. I'll take Ragnarok in S. I ain't gonna lie. But Ant-Man and the Wasp, mid. Nah, it's better than the first Avenger. There we go. I ain't gonna lie. There we go. Actually, and there we go. I like that better. D, it's actually pretty good. It's better than the first one, and the Ant-Man movies are pretty funny. Not gonna lie, the comedy in those movies are pretty good and makes sense, and especially when T.I. get to yapping. Infinity War is S. Best Avengers movie. Wolverine better than Iron Man 3. I don't like it like that, not gonna lie. No Good Deed, didn't watch. Deadpool 2 is better than the first one. Better than Doctor Strange. Better than Spider-Man 3. Better than Blade to me. There we go. Into the Spider-Verse is probably an A. Better than Black Panther. I'd rather watch Volume 2 though. Not gonna lie. Venom, kind of mid. There we go. Morbius, I don't know. I don't know about Let There Be Carnage either. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Endgame. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put it here. I was gonna be disingenuous, but Winter Soldier at S. Nah, not gonna lie. It's good, but to try to say that it's better than the movies in front of it would be crazy. Shang-Chi was pretty good, probably better than both of those. Far From Home, I honestly don't remember this movie ever. I have watched it multiple times and don't remember it. That should put it pretty low, but that's on me. So Eternals, too long, but honestly better than most of C. No Way Home. Civil War is an S. No Way Home is I can't put it over I can't put it over the Sam Raimi 1 or 2. Sorry. But I do love the movie though, but nah, not better than Sam Raimi 1 or 2. Could be better than the first Avengers. Actually, that's iffy. That's a little iffy. But I didn't watch this one either. Across the Spider-Verse. In all honesty, bro, there was a lot going on in that movie, gang. I watched it recently. There was a lot going on in that movie, bro. But that being said, I mean, I still like it a lot. But due to the fact that it ends in a cliffhanger and shit like that, like, it's pretty good, but I'm not gonna put it too high. Not gonna lie. Better than Ghost Rider. I'd rather watch Age of Ultron again. Not gonna lie. Call it what you wanna. Multiverse of Madness is probably gonna be in B. It's pretty cool to watch. It's not better than the first one. There we go. Yeah. Wakanda Forever. It's pretty good. I actually like it. I don't care what anybody says. I'd rather watch it than any Iron Man movie. Probably better over the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I'll put it right here. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Love and Thunder. Pretty mid. Probably rather watch it again though over Ant-Man and Eternals and shit like that. Werewolf by Night, nah. I didn't watch this holiday special yet. Who even knew this came out? I didn't watch that. Volume 3 is a S tier band. If you don't agree, fuck yeah. The Marvels I didn't watch. Logan, it's above Ghost Rider. It's probably right behind the Winter Soldier, and then Deadpool and Wolverine. Sorry, holy voice crack. I honestly would rather watch it over the Amazing Spider-Man and the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and probably everything else below it. So yeah, that's the list, nigga. Let me go ahead and start saving that. We got. I'm gonna just let y'all look. It's too much to say. I think it's pretty solid list though. Pretty accurate. Not gonna lie, pretty accurate. Yeah, I gotta get to some of these I don't knows. All right, I got one more. This one's I'm gonna try to speed run it. It was gonna rank these and give my take, I guess, quickly. But some of these are mid, so might not give my take, but we'll see. We got Ant-Man, and I think it's the Atom nigga or something like that. The similar nigga in DC to him. I don't really care. It's kind of meh. But I think the other dude's more of a scientist, unless this dude's Hank Pym. If it's Hank Pym, then I have Hank Pym. But if it's not Hank Pym, I'm gonna take Ray Palmer then. Batman versus Iron Man, pretty good, but I'm gonna take Iron Man. I don't think they give Batman enough real armors. But like if they do start giving him some armors, I definitely think he has the capability to make something on par with Iron Man. But due to his like no kill rule and stuff like that, he doesn't. Aquaman versus Namor. It's honestly pretty good. But I think Aquaman is better. Namor shows some relativity because he be fighting like Hulk and shit like that, but I think Aquaman is better, like, and more consistent to go against like heavy hitters. But that's just me though. We got Batgirl versus Spider-Gwen. I got Batgirl, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sure someone has some bullshit feet for Spider-Gwen, but I don't care. I think Batgirl would beat her ass. Batman Beyond and Spider-Man 2099. I'm sure Spider-Man has like better feats. I ain't gonna lie. This nigga might be better and just too quick for Terry. I think Terry's one of the worst fighters in the family, in the extended family, I guess. But I think it's a pretty good battle though. Batman versus Captain America. I'm always meh on this because I think Batman slams, especially if it's Arkham versus Avengers. Now I'm sure you niggas could probably scale Captain America way higher, but I think logically Batman's a better fighter, and he would find a way. Animated series Batman versus Ultimate Spider-Man. Spider-Man's probably better. I ain't gonna lie. But it's not. It's pretty close. But I think that version of Spider-Man probably has better feats. Apocalypse versus Black Adam. Mid, but Apocalypse slams. Black Panther versus Batman is one of those like 50-50 stalemates that Batman can only win if he bypasses the suit, but I don't know if he can unless he brings like nth metal. But I'm sure, like, I'm pretty sure most people think that Black Panther's like ass, but I think if we take the statements for like what they are, they would pretty much be damn near the same character. Crossverse. Batman, Cable versus Booster Gold. I think Booster Gold will win, but I'm kind of meh on this. Cable probably has better time travel or something like that, though. But I don't know. I don't know. He's alright. Captain Marvel versus Shazam. Captain Marvel slams, in my opinion. Deadpool versus Deathstroke. I think Deathstroke finds a way. Deadpool's not a better fighter, and I don't think Deadpool will win. Nope. Doctor Strange versus Dr. Fate. Man, Doctor Strange slams. Ghost Rider versus Lobo. Lobo wins, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know though. Ghost Rider could probably like incapacitate for a little bit, but he could never kill Lobo ultimately. It's a pretty good one to think about, I think though. Legendary battle on the internet, kind of meh when you think about it. Flash slams. Any version of Flash slams. Hawkeye versus Green Arrow. I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of good. This is kind of like neck and neck. I'm gonna take Hawkeye though, cause I think I like Hawkeye more. I ain't gonna lie. Hulk versus Doomsday is also neck and neck, but I had Hulk because like he has like more. I feel like resistance to everything versus Doomsday can like be incapacitated that one first time, you know. But if you take it like a death battle, which is what this is, that's a glorious battle, bro. But I still got Hulk. Iron Man versus Lex Luthor, that's kind of glorious. I'm gonna take Iron Man though. I think Lex is nice, but Iron Man can go up with like Celestials and against Hulk, and I mean he doesn't like last long or anything like that. But if he can show relativity to them niggas, he could definitely beat Lex ass. But Martian Manhunter and Silver Surfer. In like what should happen is Silver Surfer slams, but you know Silver Surfer be like kind of be a plot device at sometimes. But I think Silver Surfer slams. This is I guess it's good. Miles versus Black Lightning. I got or Static Shock. Stupid idea. I got Miles. Miles Speed Blitzes. This goth ass Nightwing. Excuse me. But I'm gonna take Nightwing. I think this is one of those ones that could go neck and neck, but I think Nightwing wins if he has his gear, and I think he edges it out in hand to hand. Jean Grey versus and this is Phoenix, by the way, versus Raven. It's good, but I think Phoenix ultimately slams. My cat over here chilling. But yeah, Thanos versus Darkseid. It's pretty good, but I think if Thanos has the gauntlet invert like neutral territory where both everybody's shit works, I got Thanos. I ain't gonna lie, but Darkseid, base for base, I'm taking Darkseid. I ain't gonna lie. Death Battle versus, I don't know why I read that shit out. I ain't gonna lie. Thor and Wonder Woman. I think this is live action. I like Wonder Woman. It's pretty good. I like Wonder Woman though. Wonder Woman speed blitzes and beats his ass. She's already touching lightning. Swinging off of lightning and shit like that. So, Venom versus Bane. Venom slams. It's kind of meh. Venom's just a beast. You know what I'm saying? Winter Soldier versus Red Hood. I'm taking Red Hood. Pretty good battle though. Wanda versus Zatanna. Bad. I'm taking Wanda. Wanda versus Raven. Man, I'm taking Wanda. Moon Knight versus Azrael. I'm taking Azrael. Pretty good battle. Bane versus Kraven. Glorious battle. I'm taking Kraven though. Death battle. Mysterio versus Scarecrow. Taking Mysterio. Pretty meh. Mysterio shit definitely. I meant Scarecrow. Mysterio shit is not as good as Scarecrow's. I ain't gonna lie. Old Batman versus old Spider-Man. I don't care. Not gonna lie. Batman. Arkham Batman versus Insomniac Spider-Man. Glorious battle. I'm taking Insomniac Spider-Man. That nigga was moving different. And even it's a high extreme diff, but I'm taking Insomniac Spider-Man. Joker versus Green Goblin. I'm taking Green Goblin pretty easily. Lex versus Doom. Taking Doom every time. Carnage versus Joker. Joker is gonna become Carnage if that battle ever ensues. I think that's certain. I don't really care. Catwoman wins this. It's pretty mid. Don't really care about this one. Sandman versus Clayface. I got Clayface. Pretty good battle. Wonder Woman versus Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel slams. Captain Marvel versus Starfire. Captain Marvel slams. Reed versus Plastic Man. I got Plastic Man. Ant-Man versus Plastic Man. I got Plastic Man. Rogue versus Wonder Woman. I got Rogue, ain't gonna lie. Rogue absorbs her powers. I like Rogue more too. Miles versus Nightwing. Miles. Robin versus if Nightwing can't do it, neither can Robin. Batman Who Laughs versus Superior Spider-Man. Batman Who Laughs slams. Red Hood versus that's Superior Spider-Man as well versus that Flash type of Batman. I'm gonna take the Flash type of Batman, not gonna lie. Red Death, I think his name was. Batman versus somebody here. I don't see it though. Galactus versus I can't see that. Spectre versus Ghost Rider. I'm taking Ghost Rider. High diff. Don't care about this one. Man. Saint Walk, don't care about that one. Atrocitus versus don't care about that one. Green Lantern versus Nova. I'm taking Green Lantern Extreme Diff. Adam Warlock versus this nigga I don't fucking care about. Orion. Swamp Thing versus I don't care about that one. Thor versus I ain't gonna lie. Let's do the ones we care about. Thor versus Superman. Glorious. It could go either way. But I like Superman in most cases, but I think it could go either way. Superman versus Sentry. It's alright, but Superman slams. Gladiator versus Superman. Superman slams. Superman slams. Superman versus Thanos. Superman slams, but it's a good battle. Thanos versus I don't know who that is. Ultron versus Reverse Flash. Ultron versus Brainiac. I'll take Ultron there. Ultron will figure it out. That nigga's all take. Iron Man versus Cyborg. Iron Man versus Cyborg is kind of iffy. If Cyborg can do anything to his tech, then Cyborg will win. But if not, if Iron Man shit is like really prepared like that, then Iron Man will win. Because Iron Man's tech it has more AP. Like his tech will do more damage. Superman versus Iron Man. I like Superman, but I know a lot of people think that Superman's ass. But I don't really give a fuck. Don't care there. Don't care there. Hawkman versus. Oh wait, Shazam versus Thor. Thor slams. Hawkman versus Black Panther. I'm gonna take Black Panther. I ain't gonna lie. Red Hulk versus Atrocitus. I believe I'm gonna take Atrocitus. Other than that one Red Hulk run. Lizard versus Killer Croc. I'm gonna take Lizard. He's probably faster. Lizard versus Man-Bat. I'm gonna take Lizard. He's probably faster. Man-Bat versus Morbius. I'm gonna take Morbius. I'm sure he's faster. Vampires in Marvel are crazy. Batman versus Daredevil. I'm gonna take. That's a glorious one, but I'm gonna take Batman, especially if he has gear. But he's overall just a better hand-to-hand fighter. Miles versus Batman Beyond. I'm gonna take Miles. Batman Beyond's butt. Huntress or Batwoman, sorry, versus Spider-Woman. I'm gonna take Batwoman. I don't think Spider-Woman's done anything at all. Red Death versus I don't know who that nigga is, so I kind of don't care. Black Adam versus Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill slams. Iron Man versus Blue Beetle. I think Iron Man wins. I ain't gonna lie. Bullseye versus Joker. Bullseye slams. That's a glorious battle though. Bullseye slams Deadshot too. Also a glorious battle. Shocker versus Captain Cold. Captain Cold freezes this nigga into an ice block. Deathstroke versus Taskmaster. Deathstroke slams. Yeah. Deadpool versus Lobo. Lobo will beat his fucking ass. Just a way stronger and has the same regen. Doom versus Black Adam. Doom always finds a way. Lanterns versus Watchers, I believe, or if not, I don't really care. Mephisto versus Dormammu, or no, Trigon versus Dormammu. That's kind of glorious, but I'm gonna take Dormammu. Joker versus Doom. Ares versus Hela. Supergirl versus She-Hulk. I ain't gonna lie, Supergirl. Superman versus Maestro. Superman. Kingdom Come versus Maestro. Superman. Killmonger versus Black Manta. That's alright, but I'm gonna take Killmonger. Null versus, I don't know who that is, so sorry. Null versus, I don't know who that is either. Mr. Negative versus Two-Face. Mr. Negative slams. Peacemaker versus Punisher. Punisher will find a way. Kind of meh. Vision versus Martian Manhunter. I ain't gonna lie, I got Vision. Vision versus Red Tornado. I got Vision. Spider-Man versus whoever this electrical nigga is. I don't know. Blue Beetle versus Spider-Man. I'm gonna take Spider-Man. I don't know who this is again. And okay. That's actually a better battle. I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of disingenuous. Wasp versus Power. I don't care. Spider-Man versus Superman. Glorious battle. Spider-Man slams. Batman versus Moon Knight. Batman wins. And Marvel versus DC, or is that Avengers versus Justice League? Avengers versus Justice League. I got the Justice League. Pretty good battle. All right. Well. All right, man. It's been a nice little live, man. Appreciate y'all coming out today.